Welcome to Smart Path. This story is for the broken, for the ones who wake up every morning and whisper, I don't know if I can do this anymore. It's for the ones who smile in front of everyone, but cry when no one's watching. It's for the ones who have fought too long and started to wonder, what's the point of fighting at all? If that's you, this is not just a motivational talk. It's not a speech. It's a reminder. A reminder that somewhere inside you, even beneath all of the pain, the silence, the exhaustion, there's still a light. It might be faint. It might be hard to see, but it's still there. So breathe, listen, and remember this. You are not done yet. There comes a time in life when everything goes quiet. Not the peaceful kind of quiet, but the kind that feels heavy. The kind that makes your chest ache, even when nothing is wrong. You wake up, but it doesn't feel like waking up. It feels like surviving another day you didn't ask for. You used to dream. You used to laugh. You used to care. Now, it's just noise. Work, messages, faces, screens. You move, but you don't feel alive. You tell people you're okay. You smile when they look. You say the right things, but deep down, you know something is missing. Maybe it's hope. Maybe it's meaning. Maybe it's you. At night, your thoughts get louder. You lie there, staring at the ceiling, wondering, when did I lose myself? And the scariest part isn't the pain, it's the numbness. The emptiness that tells you you're already gone. You scroll through life, other people's happiness, other people's smiles, other people's wins, and you start to believe you've been left behind. Everyone seems to have it together. Everyone seems to be living. And you're just existing. You whisper to yourself, maybe it's not going to get better. Maybe this is it. Maybe life just doesn't have a place for you anymore. And yet, you're still here. You're still breathing. You're still fighting. Even if all you've done today is wake up. You don't see it yet, but that, right there, is strength. That's courage in its rawest form. Because even when you don't want to, you keep going. Even when you feel like disappearing, you're still holding on. Pain doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it just sits quietly in your chest, pretending to be calm while slowly draining your soul. You've tried everything. You've told yourself to be grateful. You've tried to stay positive, but none of it works. Because when you're in that dark place, words feel empty, smiles feel fake, and the world feels far away. But I want you to hear this and really hear it. You are not broken. You are hurt. There's a difference. And the fact that you can still feel, even in pain, means there's something inside you that hasn't given up. You may not believe in yourself right now. You may not see a reason to keep fighting. But if you can take one breath, just one, then you've already proven something. You're stronger than the darkness that tried to drown you. Because the truth is, if you were really meant to give up, you would have already done it. But you didn't. You're here, listening, searching for something, anything, that tells you life can still mean something. And that search itself is hope. Hope doesn't always shine bright. Sometimes it's a flicker. Sometimes it's a whisper that says, "Hold on just a little longer." You might not see the whole path right now, and that's okay. You don't have to. You just need to take one step, then another, then another. And one day, you'll look back and realize that every step you took in the dark was leading you closer to the light. So if you're listening to this right now and you feel tired, lonely, empty, or done, just breathe. This isn't your ending. It's just the part of the story where things fall apart so they can come together differently. You may not believe it yet, but there will come a day when you'll smile again. Not because life is easy, but because you made it through what tried to destroy you. You'll find your color again. You'll find your reason again. And when that day comes, you'll realize you were never truly lost. You were just becoming someone new. There's a moment right before a person breaks. It's quiet, so quiet that even your own heartbeat feels too loud. And in that silence, you start to wonder if anyone would notice if you were gone. You start thinking about the people you love and how they might move on without you. You start to imagine peace, not happiness, just the absence of pain. And that's when the darkness starts whispering, telling you to let go, that it's okay to stop fighting, that maybe the world would be better without you. It sounds comforting, like a lullaby sung by the night. And for a moment, you almost believe it. But then, something inside you stirs, faint, like a heartbeat underwater. You don't know what it is, but it's there. A voice, quiet, gentle, barely alive. It says, wait. Just that. Wait. You try to ignore it. You've made up your mind, but it keeps whispering. It doesn't argue, it doesn't shout. It just stays, like a small, stubborn flame in the dark, refusing to die out. That voice isn't logic. It isn't religion. It isn't motivation. It's you. The real you. The one that's still fighting, even when everything else has fallen apart. And in that quiet war between your pain and your soul, you realize something powerful. If a part of you still wants to stay, then maybe, just maybe, you're meant to. Pain doesn't want to kill you. It wants to change you. It's the universe's cruel way of forcing you to become more than you were before. And sometimes, the things that break us are the same things that awaken us. Because when you've lost everything, you finally see what truly matters. When you've hit the ground, you learn what it means to rise. The voice inside you, it's not always loud. Sometimes it's a memory, a face, a moment, a feeling. Maybe it's the time you laughed so hard you couldn't breathe. Maybe it's your mom's smile. Maybe it's that one person who believed in you when no one else did. That's the voice. That's the light. And every time you choose to listen to it, you take back a piece of yourself. The world won't always be kind. People will leave, dreams will collapse, plans will fail. But the thing no one tells you is, you don't need everything to work out to start healing. You just need one reason to stay, one reason to breathe. And that reason can be small, a sunrise, a song, a memory, or even this moment right now, where something in you still chooses to listen. You start to notice little things again, the way the morning light sneaks through your window, the way coffee smells, the way the wind touches your face. It doesn't feel like happiness yet. It just feels human. And for the first time in a long time, you whisper to yourself, maybe I can try again. That's not weakness. That's resurrection. Because hope doesn't always roar. Sometimes it sighs. Sometimes it shakes. Sometimes it comes disguised as exhaustion, saying, I'll try again tomorrow. And that's enough. You don't heal overnight. You don't suddenly wake up fine. Healing is messy. Healing is slow. Healing hurts. But every small moment of trying, every deep breath you take when you want to give up, is a step back toward yourself. And the more steps you take, the louder that inner voice becomes. One day, it stops whispering. It starts to speak. Then it starts to sing. Then it becomes your heartbeat again. The people who survive the darkness don't come out the same. They come out quieter, wiser, kinder. Because they know pain from the inside out. They know how heavy the world can be. And that's why their light feels different. It's not loud. It's not showy. It's steady. It's the light of someone who's been through the storm and decided to shine anyway. If you're in that storm right now, don't rush to escape it. Sometimes storms don't come to destroy you. They come to clear your path. Sometimes the breakdown is what opens the door to a breakthrough. You don't need to understand everything today. You just need to hold on to the truth that you're not finished yet. Because the voice inside you, that small, stubborn spark, isn't just hope. It's your future self. It's the version of you who made it through the pain and is calling you forward. It's saying, don't stop now. Keep walking. You're almost home. You see, life isn't about being happy all the time. It's about being alive. It's about feeling, breaking, learning, and still choosing love, even when love hurts. It's about giving yourself permission to be a work in progress. Because no matter how far you've fallen, you can still rise. No matter how much you've lost, you can still begin again. Every second you stay alive is proof that darkness didn't win. And if that's all you can manage today, then that's enough. You are not weak for feeling broken. You are human. You are not lost. You are becoming. And one day, soon, you'll look back and realize that the voice that wouldn't let go wasn't just saving your life, it was shaping it. There comes a day when you realize the storm didn't destroy you. It broke you open, but not to end you, to remake you. You look back at all the nights you cried, all the mornings you didn't want to get up, and you start to see something you didn't before. You made it through every single one of them. Not perfectly, not gracefully, but you made it. And that means you can keep going. Healing doesn't come as fireworks. It comes as small moments. The first time you laugh again. The first time you don't hate your reflection. The first time you look at the sky and realize it's still beautiful. It's not magic. It's movement. Tiny movements. And slowly, you start to feel alive again. At first, it's confusing. You've been in darkness for so long that light feels strange. You almost don't trust it. You're scared to be happy because what if it doesn't last? But that's okay. That's how healing begins, by learning to believe in small things again, like mornings, or kindness, or yourself. You start to realize something powerful. You were never weak for falling apart. You were strong for trying to hold it together for so long. The pain you carry is not a sign of failure. It's proof of how much you've endured. And now it's time to turn that pain into something else. Not anger, not regret, but purpose. Every scar on your soul is a reminder of where you've been and how far you've come. Scars don't make you damaged, they make you real. Because when people see them, they don't see your weakness, they see your story. They see the strength it took to stand up again. And one day, someone lost in their own darkness will look at you and see hope. They'll see proof that healing is possible. That's how light works. It doesn't always come from the sky. Sometimes it comes from you. You become the light you were searching for. The same light that once guided you out of the dark. You start to carry it in your hands. You start to speak it. You start to live it. You start to share it. Life doesn't need you to be perfect. It just needs you to show up, to keep walking, to keep trying, to keep choosing love, even after heartbreak. Because every time you choose love again, you heal a piece of the world. Every time you choose kindness, you remind someone else that good still exists. Every time you choose to stay alive, you honor all the versions of you that once didn't think they could. The person you were before, they didn't fail. They carried you as far as they could. Now it's your turn to carry them with compassion. Forgive yourself for not knowing what you know now. Forgive yourself for surviving the only way you knew how. Because you did what you had to do to stay alive. And that is enough. You start to build again. Not the same life, but a new one. One built on truth, on peace, on gratitude. You stop chasing what doesn't fill you and start becoming what you always needed. It's no longer about being successful. It's about being whole. And when that shift happens, everything changes. You stop comparing. You stop running. You stop hiding. You start living. And when you finally look in the mirror, you see someone different. Someone who's been through hell and still chooses love. You see fire in your eyes, not the fire of anger, but of life. You see a survivor, a fighter, a soul reborn. And you realize you didn't lose yourself. You just hadn't met this version of you yet. The one who knows how to fall and still rise. The one who knows pain and still chooses peace. The one who knows darkness and still believes in light. That's you now. You are not the storm that tried to break you. You are the calm that came after. And from this moment on, you carry that light wherever you go. Because someone else, somewhere in the dark, will need to see it. You are becoming the light, not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. And when you shine, you remind the world that even after the deepest darkness, light always finds a way back. One morning, you wake up differently. Not to noise, not to rush, but to peace. The same world still exists outside your window. The same problems, the same roads, the same faces. But something inside you has changed. You no longer wake up to escape the pain, you wake up to live. You stretch, you breathe, and for the first time in a long time, you feel grateful to be alive. The world hasn't changed. You have. You no longer need everything to be perfect. You no longer chase validation. You no longer fear being alone because you've learned how to stand with yourself. And that is power. Not the loud kind that needs to be seen, the quiet kind. The kind that grows in silence, that forgives, that endures. You start to understand life differently. It's not a straight line. It's a rhythm, a dance between holding on and letting go. Every loss, every delay, every heartbreak was not a punishment. It was preparation. You weren't being buried. You were being planted. And now you started to grow. You see now you were never truly lost. You were walking your smart path, even when it didn't make sense. Every detour, every mistake, every sleepless night was part of your becoming. The smart path isn't perfect, it's real. It's the path that breaks you open so you can find what's real inside. It's the path that teaches you how to love again, how to trust again, how to live again. You realize something else too. Your story matters because someone somewhere is still standing in the same darkness you once called home. And when they hear your story, when they see your light, they'll find a reason to stay. That's the beauty of survival. You don't just save yourself, you light the way for others. So to the one listening right now, you are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too late. You are on your path. And this path, your smart path, is guiding you exactly where you need to be. Every failure taught you wisdom. Every heartbreak taught you empathy. Every delay taught you patience. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was meaningless. It all mattered because it made you. You are the proof that light can live in darkness, that love can grow from pain, that peace can follow chaos. You are living proof that even when life falls apart, it can be rebuilt, stronger, softer, and truer than before. So when the next storm comes, you won't fear it. You'll remember who you are. You'll remember what you survived, and you'll walk through it with grace. Because once you face the darkness within, no shadow outside can ever own you again. From this day on, you walk differently. You love deeper. You listen closer. You forgive faster. You rest easier. Because you found your truth. And your truth is simple. You were always enough. Even when you didn't feel it. Even when the world didn't see it. You were always enough. So take a breath. Smile softly. And look at where you are now. You made it. Through the nights you thought would never end. Through the pain you thought you'd never escape. Through the silence that almost took you. You made it. And now it's time to live, not just survive. Because your light is meant to shine. And if this reached you, if these words found you when you needed them most, remember this: your life is not over. Your story is still being written. So no matter how dark it feels tonight, don't stop here. Keep walking your path. Keep believing. Keep living. Because somewhere ahead, light is waiting for you. And it's been yours all along. Thank you for watching Smart Path, the place where growth meets purpose. If this message spoke to you, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with someone who needs this today. Because on Smart Path, we're not just learning, we're becoming. See you in the next one. Stay inspired.